Good morning, guys. It's Dr. Steve, master of the subconscious mind and doctor who fixes 100% of orthopedic issues not related to cancer, fracture, or infection. So, the way the world changes is that people come along and they just suggest things. Now, that's very uncomfortable for people that are in power. When a person is in power, it's very uncomfortable so often that they will do whatever it takes to stay in power, protecting their ego out of fear of losing money, success, um, you know, their status, right? I always say there's three things, the three P's, why people do things, and prestige, power, and I'll just say it. It's pussy, right? Guys have that thing, and then that's usually what they do. But that's just a funny thing. So in academics, they are interested in models of the past. If you deviate from the model, you will fail the class. It doesn't allow for free thinking. And so that goes into a lot of the things that I do. In traditional chiropractic care, they teach a certain methodology, and if you deviate from the methodology, you're an outcast. But I studied with a chiropractor who thought outside the box, and he fixes 100% of orthopedic issues not related to cancer, fracture, infection. We have images that show that the method that we do things, being different, actually regenerates cartilage. Disc height comes back, and it works in 100% of the people, and it's reproducible over and over and over. And the old model says that doesn't happen, but we have the MRIs, we have the imaging, we can prove otherwise, right? In psychology, people go and they talk therapy forever and ever and ever. But what I do is I look at the subconscious mind and the programming in the fact that life happens through you, not to you. And so it's your thoughts of the subconscious mind, which is 95% of your thought, that draws in our experiences. So if you believe that you have to work hard to make money, then you do. If you believe that people are going to deceive you and they lie and manipulate, you attract those people. Your belief systems attract your experiences. So the traditional model of talking about your problems probably just draws in more of those problems because you never changed your thought. You never changed that pattern. DNA, looking at DNA, it's all, the Walter and Crick model. It was taught that it doesn't change. Those are just your genes. You have high probability of having this disease. But we found out that your thoughts actually change the genetic expression, your nutrition, chemical toxicity changes your genetic expression. So just because you have the genes doesn't mean you're predestined to have that disease. You can overcome that. You can heal your own life. The body heals completely in itself when we change our thoughts. The body speaks the mind, and you just have to know how to interpret that, right? Louise Hay from Hay House, she had a book, You Can Heal Your Life, and she has affirmations to go through of what diseases are related to certain belief systems. It's a fantastic place to start, just to look at that if you don't have a guy like me working with you, figuring out where the subconscious patterns are and how to change that to consciousness. Because in consciousness, you have complete, absolute control over your life. All the things that people want. Your health, your finances, and relationships. All three. You have complete control over those things. Believe it or not, you do. And the other thing is that the world that we experience is our reality. 3D worlds are reality. When the truth is, it's all an illusion. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And that's the journey. And that's why you have these pains, fears, and challenges of life. They're gifts and strange wrapping to bring you to consciousness so you're aware that you can create abundance. You can create the healthy relationships that you desire. You can have the health, incredible health, as long as you live. You don't have to suffer. There's no reason. It's you that create that own internal suffering. So people often are invested in these belief systems that they have, these old ideas, and when they're challenged, they think it's an attack against them, right? Because there's something they have to gain from that instead of wanting to grow, They want to stay stuck in ego. They want to stay stuck in the 3D world. Belief systems were meant to be challenged. The world has infinite possibilities, and once you believe that the consciousness you want to manifest through your soul's path can happen, it does. You create your own world, whatever it is you want. The war on truth and consciousness needs to end because it's all within you and what your visions actually are.